So, Dad, Bill Birch, please pull forward your crystal ball here and look into it for us. What do you think the next few weeks and months will look like in real estate?
Well, I think, are you going to do this too? You going to join me in this, or am I out on a limb?
You're not on a limb. I'm here to support you. I'm here to hype you up. I am here to fully be your partner in your
Well,
crystal
that
ball
means
forecast.
you have to share your opinion after I get done.
Okay, I'll probably just say what he said, but sure.
Not always.
Yeah, man.
Not
I'm
always.
down.
You make
That's
it sound
true. I
like you
think
always
that
agree
then you
with
start
me,
talking and I'm like, hold on. Where'd you get that information?
Yeah, that's right.
You get so mad at me
right.
about that. It's fair. I really shouldn't do that so much. Keep going.
Anyway,
Crystal ball. What's your forecast? What do you think?
I think Manhattan is bumping along a very low bottom right now. And those who get in and get deals done right now are going to be super glad they did. I think if you can buy a place in Manhattan right now, buy it. I know all about COVID. I know all that stuff. That's why the price is so low right now.
Yeah.
And that's how people that make a lot of money make a lot of money. When nobody else wanted it, they bought it. And Manhattan's not going anywhere. It is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
My gut feeling is that when it comes back, take a look at Hurricane Sandy, take a look at the financial crisis, take a look at 9/11. Every time something major happens to Manhattan, it does this housekeeping thing. It's bad for a while. It's like when I clean out my garage, everything goes out of my garage. I don't know that I want any of this stuff in here anymore. And then you put it back together and all of a sudden it's like the new version of itself is better than the old version prior, and it never would have happened if that negative thing hadn't happened. So I think that's what's going to happen to Manhattan. I think similar is going to happen where we're at. I think by this time next year, 1 year from now, it's going to look a lot different.
I've just hooked on your analogy real quick. Are you saying the negative thing that happens is the cleaning of your garage?
The workload of just dumping everything out of the garage. It's not fun. Okay. It's a lot of work. I end up breaking something, and there's stuff that I decide I'm going to throw away that I wasted money on. Your mom doesn't like it because I used to fill up the driveway with all the crap in the garage, and she's like, "What is this?" Yeah. So anyway, it's a little bit like that. Maybe that's not a great analogy, but you get what I mean.
No, I like it. I love your analogies. I just got lost
shaking
up
the city, and I think it's going to come back a little bit stronger.
It's cleaning it up and slightly different.
Yep, slightly different. I think the suburbs are going to be flat going forward. My guess is that we'll see a little bit of inflation, and that inflation's going to make up for it, so you don't really feel it that much in the suburbs, but the dollar's not going to go as far. But that's going to compound the Manhattan effect, though, because if you buy a depreciated, a depressed asset for a temporary reason, prices are really low for a temporary reason there. They come back just because that's what they do if you didn't have any inflation. But then if you had inflation on top of that, I just think it's a great way to make money.
Yeah.
If I could find the right place, I would love to buy a place in Manhattan right now.
If you're wondering, I mean, the part of the reason, just real quick, logically speaking, Manhattan is down because most people don't buy homes for investment. That is technically an investment, but they're buying them because they got a job offer or their family lives there or something like that. And right now, you're not getting job offers in the city. If you are getting job offers in the city, you don't need to live in the city. So why would you pay to do that? And there's a lot of uncertainty whether you're going to keep your job or not keep your job. So if you're wondering, why wouldn't somebody buy in Manhattan if they know they're going to eventually have to live there? It's because a lot of people don't know if they're eventually going to have to live there or not. So they're uncertain themselves about if it's worth doing or why they would do it.
Right.
So that's part of why it's down right now. It's not a bunch of people who definitely want to buy and they're scared to buy now. It's a lot of people who aren't sure they're going to have to buy there or not. And that's why.
Okay. So what do you think is going to happen? Look into your crystal ball. And what do you see happening in the future?
That's me supporting your analogy. I was talking to a client about that. I agree with you. What you said. How does it feel?
Shallow.
I think you're right. That's me. I'm just shallow. I play with my hair and I make jokes and that's all. No, I I do think that the suburbs are going to have a good appreciation from the view that the peak is whatever that peak. I don't know when we're going to hit that peak, but I think it's going to depreciate at some point. And I think Manhattan's going to be wild. You're going to be so proud of yourself for having bought now, if you can buy now and it makes sense to buy now in Manhattan or urban New Jersey, just those undesirable properties now that have been desirable forever, you know? So I agree. I'm on the same page as you, bro.